Welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card all about your no contact holidays, your no contact Christmas. We're going to find out all about what's going on in your no contact situation. It doesn't matter if you're the no contactor, the no contactee. It could be romantic, it could be family. We're just going to see what's going on in these different situations. I know there's a lot of people in these situations right now. I'm one of those people, so I'm really interested to see what comes out in the cards. So if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information is available on my new website. The link is in my description box below, along with all my social media. Now, before you see 3 psychic linking objects, and underneath these 3 objects is a group of cards. So we have a bit of a pre-shuffle here. I will be clarifying as I go. One of the decks I will be using to clarify is this awesome deck from the Abyss Tarot, Santa's Naughty Little Secret. Rosie over at the Abyss Tarot sent me all her beautiful decks, and this is one of them, and I'm going to be using it for this reading and for the tea reading that I'm going to be doing later as well. So I'm really excited about that. They're packaged so beautifully. I will put up a little picture of how they come packaged, and I hope you will check out her channel and her shop. I will link those down below in my description box. So let's get into each group. All right, so the first group is Candy Canes. This cool little sign here. It says Candy Canes. And that is going to be group 1. The second group is going to be Happy Holidays. The third group is Holly Jolly Cafe. Now, I will also be getting letters and charms at the end of each group. Rosie was so kind to also send me some charms as well. I will also insert a little video with some backing music so you guys can kind of chill out and see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys.
One shot to the head, I need a blank space. 'Cause everything is a threat, but I never back down, man, I'd rather be dead. I'm making love to fate, and she look better in bed. And I'ma rock this life till I take my last breath. I wanna make a change, I got one life left, so I'm gonna go down swinging, don't you forget. Everything is so boring, can't get up in the morning. I'm so sick of the mundane and routine. I'm gonna break without warning. I wanna taste the pain, I think I'm seeing all red. 2 bullets in the gun, one shot to the head, I need a blank space. 'Cause everything is a threat, but I never back down, man, I'd rather be dead. I'm making love to fate, and she look better in bed. And I'ma rock this life till I take my last breath. I wanna make a change, I got one life left, so I'm gonna go down swinging, don't you forget. I've gotta find a new purpose, something actually worth it. I wanna look in the mirror and like what I see. I'm sick of feeling so worthless. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging, look deep within. I get lost in the feeling, I just need a win. I'm going off, I know it's time to make a change, and I can take the pain. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging, look deep within. within. I get lost in the feeling, I just need a win. I'm gonna find my meaning, I can make a change. I wanna play the game. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within, I get lost in the feeling, I just need a win. I'm going off, I know it's time to make a change, and I can take the pain. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within, I get lost in the feeling, I just need a win. I'm gonna find my meaning, I can make a change. I wanna play the game, yeah.
Hey, Group 1, all of you that were drawn to candy canes, this is going to be your reading all about your no contact situation during the holidays or your Christmas, your no contact Christmas. That's what I'm calling it. So, all right, so there's your sign. This is such a cute sign. I love candy canes. They just make me happy. They're one of those things that just makes me happy. So keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. All right, let's get into these cards. Now, be sure to stay to the end because I'm going to get letters and charms at the end. Okay, so what came out for you? We have Samaritan, light attributes, refined your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Shadow attributes, expecting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. Let's see, hedonist, light attributes, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. Shadow attributes, pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. Okay. I'm getting a feeling here and I don't like it. Rise above the situation. We have shock of the new. I'm going to move these up a little bit. We have quite a few cards. Let's see. We have softly, softly, the tender touch. Ah, she's crying. There are tears here. This was very painful. The separation was very painful. We have inner trust. Turning inward, inside the veil of bone and flesh, I lay my soul to sleep. All the truths within thy breath have come to greet me. I feel so bad for you. I feel like you've just really been through it. We have owl, wise choice, silence, new info. Jack-o'-lantern, secrets hidden, unclear. Cauldron, new ideas, work, creativity. Turmeric, diversity. Rosemary, memories. We have activating empathic magic. Okay. All right, so I feel like, honestly, you may have seen some of my other no contact readings. If not, this group has shown up in other no contact readings, okay? This is someone who has been taken advantage of by a loved one. This doesn't feel romantic as much as it feels like family. It feels like someone with the hedonist here. I feel like someone just was selfish. They may have an addiction problem. They definitely are self-centered. And I feel like there was some kind of secrets revealed. And you were put in a corner and made to make a choice. And this situation, you had to let go. You had to let go. Or this situation could have destroyed you because you're the Samaritan here. You're the kind one. You're the giving one. Now, you could be the person that was cut off, but I'm picking up on the Samaritan's energy more. It's like the message is about the Samaritan more than the hedonist here. I feel like through this situation, you've learned to trust yourself. That's what this is really about. Learning that not everyone is for you. I feel like you were very shocked. And with this card here, this throat chakra, see how the throat chakra is kind of illuminated here? I feel like and then, oh, this is interesting. Okay, so we have the throat chakra here in this one that's kind of illuminated, and then we have all this energy coming out. And it's almost like the discovery of this situation, of someone taking advantage of you, someone you loved so much. It's like the pressure in your throat chakra of the truth triggered this energetic release of your throat chakra, of this energy, of this expression. And I feel like your creativity, your self-expression was blocked. I feel like you were probably stifling yourself. You probably weren't speaking your mind to this person because you loved them, and you didn't want to hurt them. You know, sometimes we enable people. I don't judge people on my channel. I just want you to know that I don't judge. I try not to judge anyone because we never know what we would do if we were in someone's shoes. But we enable sometimes people we love because we're trying to help them. I don't think people enable other people because we're trying to hurt them. I think we're trying to figure out how to do something difficult in the most gentle way. And often we fail because what I've learned in 51 years on the planet is there is no easy way to do some of this work. Some of this work is only done in the most brutal way because sometimes we only learn in that energy. Our shadows are not, you know, it's not a ballet dance with your shadow. It is WrestleMania 5000. Okay, it is a fight. And I feel like the hedonist here is fighting with their shadow. And even more so at the holidays. Okay. And intuitively, psychically, I'm seeing money signs. I'm seeing like there is money problems for them. They are struggling and they are thinking about you. I feel like they are missing you. But I feel like for you with Rise Above the Situation and the Sunflower, that you have, you know, you've tried, this has been difficult, but you are in a very different place than you were when you guys were in contact. Some of you guys lived with this person. This may be a child or a niece, a nephew, could be a sister, brother, uncle. It feels family. Cousin, could be a friend that feels like family. This feels difficult. Yeah, let's get some more energy from the secret, Santa's secret. Santa's little naughty secret. Let's see what else we can get for you guys. I feel like you're really growing with this activating empathic magic. I feel like you're getting more comfortable with your empathy. I feel like through this situation, through this no contact situation, through this energetic release, activation of your throat chakra, you're becoming more aware that you are an empath. Okay. And sometimes we have people in our lives that take advantage of our empathic abilities to feel, you know, I think you felt a lot of sorrow for this person. I think you felt really bad. I think for some of you guys, this person's been through a lot. I'm going to split the deck to shuffle it. I think you felt really bad. They've been through a lot. You know, there may be abuse here, neglect. This could be like a sister's child or a brother's child or something like that. Just take what resonates here, okay? Could be a sister, a half-sister, half-brother, half-sibling. The label doesn't matter, okay? I think that's what I'm trying to get to here. I think you loved this person so much that you tried everything you could before the inevitable happened. And I feel like this person is really struggling. And it's probably what you tried to avoid. Okay. And there's a need for this person to turn inward. And the holidays are rough. They're rough for all of us in no contact, no matter what side of the coin we're on, because there's always these memories. Okay, and I'm getting like childhood memories, family memories. But what's unleashing within you is your creativity, work, new ideas. Okay, because this energy is no longer in your life, it has freed up this energy within you to put towards something new, something creative, something just for you that you've always wanted to do. I feel like, yeah, you still worry. Okay, double life. This person lived a double life, trying to be perfect, but rather indulging in addictive holiday pleasures. Double life. Yeah, this person right now, they're living a double life. Okay, that's what's going on. Um, and they may be putting out to other people who you both may know, but you may be hearing from other people that, hey, they seem to have it together. They don't, if that's the case. They may be trying to put off that they're okay, everything's good. If they are, they're just trying to get back in. Don't trust that, because they are in their addiction. They're in their negative patterning, okay? Generational curses, whatever you want to call it. We have all kinds of different labels for the same thing. Third eye chakra, perception, spiritual awareness, intuition, imagination, unveiling instinct. You know what you're feeling about the situation is absolutely on point. Okay, follow your intuition. All right, this person, this is a double-edged sword. Okay, this pretending to be that everything's okay. It's like, this is what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm seeing someone literally using, like going in the bathroom. I'm seeing someone like get out of a car, go into a gas station bathroom, using, like wearing nice clothes, using, getting back in the car, someone asking, are you okay? And they're like, yeah, I'm great. Meantime, they're blitzed out of their mind. And they're not okay because they're self-medicating to patch over their pain. And part of the pain is a loss of you, because they can't believe they allowed this to happen. Deep down in their shadow, they feel like they failed because they know that you were there for them. And I think on a higher level, and I'm feeling the presence of angelic beings here. Like, I think you really tried to be like an angelic energy with this person. I think you tried to save this person. And for some of you, this could be a friend. But the thing is that people have to want to save themselves from things like this. You can't save someone from their addiction. They have to want to do this. And addiction can be substances. I'm using substances as a kind of stand-in for different forms of addiction. There's all kinds of addiction. You can be addicted to patterns, to behavior, to substances, to people. It can be all kinds of things, all right? So I'm not just talking about substance addiction here, okay? This also could involve like eating addiction, ED. I don't want to trigger anybody, so forgive me if I did. I did not mean to, okay? We have nice snowman. Slow down, enjoy the process by reflecting on your journey, where you came from and how far you've come. Beautiful card. I love this card so much. I love snowman too. I love snowmen, snow people. There's something very childlike and wondrous about that. And I feel like for you, Spirit is encouraging you to, especially at this time of year where you may be heavily triggered by this separation and by knowing that this person is still, having issues, you're encouraged to be more playful with yourself, to go into your childlike sense of wonder. Go look at Christmas lights, play in the snow. I know here it's very, very cold. It's like the wind chill's like -25 here. If you hear the wind blowing while I'm talking, it's like a winter storm here. It's very cold. Christmas holiday time has come for sure. Bake some Christmas cookies, get cozy, watch the Grinch Stole Christmas, watch you some Christmas movies. Try to enjoy the holidays from a sense of childlike wonder, and do that for yourself. Try to use the holiday as a means of healing your inner child. Okay. These memories can be painful with this person, but truly, I want you to know, please listen to me. You have done all you can do. If this person reaches out to you during this time, this won't be for all of you, and asks you for money, please, please hold your boundaries, okay? Because I feel like this person is very close to a breakthrough. Very, very close. And listen, I have situations like this very close to me, okay? And as someone who wants to nurture people and take care of them, I had to get out of the universe's way. Sometimes we have to step aside and surrender situations over to God, the universe, source, angels, spirits, goddesses, whatever you work with, whatever you believe in, whatever label you put on it, the higher power. Even if you believe, in the primitive brain that turns on, that helps us with our survival, at some point that is going to turn on for this person. But they're going to have to get into a certain situation. I hear there may be children involved. Unfortunately, I hear you. But I want you to know, and I'm hearing from spirit, that those children have ancestral guardians around them. Ancestral guardians. Okay, and these are very specific guardians. They feel indigenous. Okay, they feel salt of the earth ancestors. Okay, they're not going to let nothing happen to those kids. All right, I'm actually have you guys ever seen Ghost? That old Ghost movie with Whoopi Goldberg, where when like a bad person, quote unquote, dies, the shadows come up and drag them to the afterlife. I'm seeing that. Okay. We have workshop prodigy. I'm not pronouncing that right. Oh well, I'm sorry. Working hard and leaving everyone else in the dust. This is you. This is what you're working into. You're moving into. I feel like for you, the next year is going to be about you rising in the area of work. It's like your blessings are going to begin to flow in the area of work. And you're going to be moving intuitively with this empathic magic. You're going to be moving intuitively into a new chapter in your life. And it's because you've made room for it. You've made room to work on it. You've made room to focus on it. And it's like you've invited it in. I'm feeling like part of your brain being able to relax, to allow these ideas and new awarenesses to flow. And I feel like you have a lot of angelic spirits around you who are trying to guide you to new ideas and new paradigms about your life. I'm going to tell you guys, I feel like you guys are healers. And some of you guys are direct hands-on healers. You may be guided to like go into nursing or medicine, or be like work in a pharmacy, or even like people who work in the beauty industry are healers. People who do tattoos are healers. People who do art can be healers. But a lot of you, I feel like counseling or like direct hands-on, where you like work with people. I think you have the ability to be really good one-on-one with people. If that doesn't resonate, then that part's not for you. It won't resonate for everyone. But I feel like you have turned within with this turning within card. You have faced a lot of your shadow with this no contact. This no contact happened for you to heal and find your voice. Find your own power. Find your purpose. And so that this person could do the same. They're just not where you are yet. And I need for you to hold on to the belief. Don't give up on them. Don't give up on them. Just because you're in no contact doesn't mean you've given up on them. It means that you believe enough in them that you're going to surrender that situation to the universe. And you're going to allow the universe to move. And you're no longer going to dictate how it's going to go. You're going to allow and trust the universe, angels, whatever, God, to move in and make a pathway for this person. And that takes a level of courage and wisdom. Okay? So I think you're doing great. All right? And it's going to be okay. These things take time. All right? Okay, group one, let's get your letters and your charms. Hey, group one, these are your letters and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a letter, a word, something meaningful. So here we go. I'm going to read off your letters. We have F, S, Z, T, W, L, K, G, C, A, T, E, P, U, R, V, A, T, A, Y, C, F, U, B, D, N, M, E, O. All right, we have a lot, well, quite a few charms actually. I was going to say a lot of charms, but I've seen more, I've seen less. So, um, but we have the owl here, and I think an owl card came out before. I think you have a lot of wisdom. I think you've learned so much from this experience, and I think you need to trust what you've learned. You need to turn the experiences that you've had in the situation into wisdom. In other words, you need to move from analyzing the situation, and it's good. It's good to reflect. It's good to rethink a situation, especially one that's painful like this. But now it's time to move into processing, gaining the wisdom, and moving forward. And I feel like most of you are there, but if you're not, it's kind of time to do that. Maybe start journaling your experiences and what you've learned from it, because I feel like there's just a whole new kind of pathway opening up for you because you've made room for it. Okay. And I really feel like you have broke some kind of destructive pattern, maybe within your family, that's repeated. I hesitate to call it like a generational curse because I feel like, this may not be something that exactly has been repetitive, but it feels like something that's very destructive, that could have turned into something like this. I think within your family structure, it feels like there has always been someone there that's kind of like said, hey, like you have, hey, we need to try to stop this. There's always been someone that's been like, hey, I feel like there may have been a grandmother or an auntie or someone like that that's always been, I want to say like the voice of reason. It hasn't always been met with good results, but there's always been someone who's tried to be there. So and I just feel like there's just like a level of destructive patterning here, and I feel like you have done your best to do what you can to put up healthy boundaries and to stop that from repeating. And because of that, you have made more room in your life for you to do some good things for yourself. And you may feel like you're being selfish. You're not. You're living your life. That's what you came here to do, was to live. We have the Christmas tree. Yeah, and I feel like again, this is a reminder for you to lean into the good things about the holidays. I know this is hard. The holidays are hard for me. They always have been from the time I was a child, because for me the holidays were masking. It was masking some very uncomfortable and destructive family patterning. And so I do have some good memories about it, but I also, now as an adult, going through the things I've gone through, I realize what was going on. And so it's hard for me, but I'm learning and I'm growing through it. And I lean into, the things that make me happy about the holidays. And it's always like child things, like Christmas trees and lights and things like that. I love making cookies, and I love the Grinch Stole Christmas because sometimes I feel like a Grinch when it comes to Christmas. So do the things that make you happy. You may feel like you live with the ghosts of, because there's two ghosts here. You may feel like you live with the ghosts of the past with this person, but I want you to know with the witch's hat here that you are in your power. You don't need to walk into your power. You are in your power, okay? Let me say it again. You don't need to walk into your power. You are living in your power, okay? Just embrace that idea. And down here below these two stars, we have a purple star and the sparkly orange star. This star feels so good. I feel like sacral chakra energy. I feel solar plexus chakra energy. I feel alignment. I feel root chakra energy. I feel like the lower chakras here are being healed. I feel my confidence is being healed. I feel like you're receiving this healing through this situation. This is someone who is finding their voice. They're being able to hold their boundaries. They have a sense of logic that is tempered with a powerful emotion. This is balance. And I feel like in the next year or so, you're going to feel a profound kind of drive to move forward. You're going to feel very driven to do whatever it is you're called to do. And for many of you, this is something hands-on with people, working with people, helping people. I feel like you guys are just natural healers. And I feel like you guys are getting on your life purpose. And I don't like to use that label because it's used so much and people get overwhelmed with it and feel like they have to do their life purpose. There's nothing you have to do. This is your life. You make the rules. Okay, let's say it one more time. You make the rules. This is your life. You make your rules, right? So if you want to change a career, you can do it. It doesn't mean you quit your job tomorrow. It means you make a plan. And that's what I see here. I see someone making a plan to move forward with confidence, with the knowing that they're moving in the right direction, with the wisdom gained from past experiences. All right? Okay, group one, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you, beautiful magical creatures, next time. Give me a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this one. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that were drawn to this happy holidays little sign here. Isn't this cute? This is so cute, so adorable. This is going to be your reading all about your no contact Christmas or your no contact holiday. What's going on? What's up? Keep in mind, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Be sure to stay tuned to the end because I'm going to get letters and charms. So let's see what came out. We have contemplation. It breathes in the stillness of all that is, exhaling all that isn't, coming from the ends of the starts and the highest of the lows. Here I grasp for the answers to unfold. Okay, some deep thinking going on. Pumpkin, wealth, abundance, growth. Black cat, good luck, friend, confident. Black rose, relationship, parting, ending. Okay. This feels romantic. This feels like a breakup of some kind. Divorce, just boyfriend, girlfriend, or partner, partners. We're not talking gender here, so just partners breaking up. Mentalizing emotional impressions. Lots of pondering on this breakup. Dispirited, sadness, and the separation. It could be people who are just like separated. They're like not together, but it feels like a breakup too. So it may be different energies I'm picking up on. It's important to take what resonates here. Pisces, I believe. One partner is really going through it for sure. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. You may be a Pisces. They may be a Pisces. Let's move these up a little bit. I have quite a few cards here, so let's move these up. Okay. Faith in the process. Can't show you that card because there's a nudity on it. We're just going to put it down here. Faith in the process, mentor, light attributes, passing on the wisdom, refining a student's character, shadow attributes, inability to allow a student to move onto the role of master, imparting false instruction. Okay. Prostitute, light attributes, accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Shadow attributes, places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. We have, I have found the one my soul loves. Never give up on something you really want. Okay. All right, so it feels like a breakup. If it's not a breakup, then this would be people in separation that are together but in separation. If it's a breakup, someone is remorseful, like they miss you. and they believe that you guys are going to get back together. If you guys are together but are separate, like live long distance and are in separation, there's faith that this is going to work out. But I think one of the partners, one of you is having issues with the distance. Like it's becoming a problem. And I feel like one of you, we're just going to hold this up. One of you is trying to have faith in the process. There's a feminine energy here on their knees, kind of praying. Wow, this is hard. I feel like there's somebody depressed here. Okay. And they're thinking. Now, this may be an ex who is considering like coming back or trying to come back, trying to make this happen. They may be trying to rekindle a friendship after a breakup. They may feel like they've grown enough. They want to grow the friendship with an ex to try to start a new relationship. If this is a couple that is separated by distance or something else, but they're still connected, I just feel like one of the partners is just, they're in deep contemplation over the future of the relationship. They are just not really sure. I think there's love here. I think they're thinking about the future, the reality of this working out. If this is long distance, they're becoming more and more unsure about being able to deal with the distance. Okay, if this is an ex, they miss you. Or if you're the ex, you miss them, because you could be either or. Okay, so just take what resonates here. Flip the story as you need. Okay, we have never satisfied, naughty, ungrateful with the gifts they receive from others and the universe. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so there's an element here where one person feels like they've done a lot for the other. Maybe it's the one who is wanting to come back in. They feel like they've really, tried with the friendship. If this is an ex, they may be like buying gifts or doing something more, trying to really extend or overextend this friendship kind of thing. This also could be a partner in distance who tries to do a lot for as much as they can from a distance for someone, and they feel that they are not, there is like, the other person doesn't see how much they put into it. And what I'm feeling here is that there's a lack of emotional connection here. Like, one person may be a gift giver and that's the way they show emotion, and the other person is actually needing emotional investment and they're not getting it. And because of that, they're in this contemplation of like, they're thinking about their worth. They're thinking about what they really need in a relationship, whether this be an ex situation where there's a breakup or this is just long distance. Okay. Put your labels on it, how this fits. Okay. If this resonates for you, because I'm picking up on, I'm trying to generalize several different energies here. But I feel like irregardless of this kind of negative, like you don't appreciate me, you're never satisfied, you seem like you're always depressed, you seem like you're always unhappy, like I can never do it enough, like I feel like I give a lot. The problem is that I feel like the masculine energy is not giving what the feminine energy needs. They are giving, but it's just not what they need. So it's like a misfire. So yes, the person may feel unappreciated, but it's hard to appreciate the things that you receive that don't fulfill you in a relationship. Okay, so, it's just like, it's like two ships passing in the night, There is love here. I have found the one my soul loves. So there's definitely love, okay? At least from one partner to the other. Okay. For some of you who are in a relationship and it's not an ex, I feel like there's love there. Okay. But there's definitely an energy, if there's distance here, that one partner may be seriously thinking about like calling calling it off. Probably after Christmas, after the holidays, maybe into spring. Okay. They're seriously thinking about it because the distance is getting to be too much. Okay. Now, if this is an ex, they're trying to come back in, you know, um, and I don't feel like the other person is thinking about that happening. They're more concentrated on like the friendship. And the person who's trying to come back in is probably feeling unappreciated. Okay, let's get some more energy here. We have runner. They are running away and taking their energy with them. Yeah, I feel that. Definitely in the breakup situation, um, I feel like the more this person tries to come back in, the more distance in the friendship. It's not going to bring the friendship closer with the ex. It's going to make more distance. The more they're chased, the more this person's going to feel threatened because they don't want a romantic relationship with their ex. Okay. Now, if this is people in long distance relationships, I feel like there may be with this contemplation, this dispirited, there may be one of the partners who are like, they're kind of like stepping back a little bit. They're kind of like recoiling their energy and they're seriously contemplating their needs. It's almost like they're doing a recap of like what they need, what they want, what they've received. There are communication issues here. There is an issue with emotional communication between these two partners. And I almost feel like they speak different love languages. So there's a real issue in communication. And with this feminine energy praying, I feel like it's just like, please show me how to communicate with this person. Please show me how to communicate with this masculine energy. I need this person to, be more emotional. I need to know how they feel about me. When you are in distance, it's very important that the emotional element is there because you don't see them all the time. And so if you're not getting that from your person, you know, so I guess, this is kind of a no contact in the way that you're in distance, Um, this particular group is a little different because it feels like you guys are, it's like an ex or something. It doesn't feel directly no contact, but it feels like it could at any moment. Like it could be a no contact situation. Now, for some of you, we're going to move into the no contact. We're going to move into like if this is an ex, what's going on, and you don't have any no contact with them. Secret rendezvous with someone naughty, extra kinky. Okay, so that's what your ex is up to. Spreading good cheer and showing appreciation. Yeah, they're showing their appreciation to somebody else now. So if you have broke up with someone, there's no contact, there's none of this stuff going on. This is what they're doing. All that appreciation, all that need that you had in the relationship, they're showing it to someone else. For some of you, this person cheated on you, and this is what they did, which I know makes you think. This contemplation card keeps coming out to me. I feel like, this person cheated on you, you broke up, there's a lot of depression. You may be wondering, what's wrong with me? Why would people treat me this way? Why would they hurt me this way? Why would they take advantage of me? I thought we were friends. I thought I could confide in this person. And it makes you question your worth. It makes you question everything. Like, why did they play me this way? And I feel like, this is hard because like you feel like it's a reflection. The way they treated you is a reflection of how they are, how they feel about themselves. Okay. You don't throw people away because you value yourself well. Okay. You throw people away and don't invest in people because you don't value yourself. You don't take time to invest in people because there's something you fear. You fear emotional intimacy. Okay. I feel like this person's probably a player and they're probably playing more people, right? And, I feel like you're having a hard time with this prostitute card. I feel like you feel used and thrown away. Okay. And I feel like if you are wanting this person to come back, I'm telling you, spirit, that's not, if they come, do not do this. This person has not changed. They're not going to change. Okay. All right. Empty promises. They promised you everything on your list, but just left you with a lump of coal. Yes. They haven't grown. They haven't changed. And they're not going to. And this deep self-reflection about you wondering why you're not worthy of them, you need to really think about how they are not worthy of you. They don't deserve you, honey. This person doesn't deserve to have you. You are worth so much more than this. And I know it's depressing. It feels heartless. It feels like they came in as a friend. I think they gave you some confidence. I think you felt really good about yourself, and it took you down. And I'm sorry. I really am. I'm deeply sorry. There was trust here. Trust lost. Empty promises. Tell me more about this no contact. Okay, Santa's stalking. Someone is going beyond checking your social media. Okay, so if you have social media, they're definitely watching you. We have all is calm, soaking up peace and practicing self-love. Boom. Okay, so if you want to know if they're watching you online, yes, they are. Your ex is watching you. They probably want to be friends with all that I talked about earlier. They feel like you didn't appreciate them, even though they were using you. There may be distance here because it feels online. I feel like this person's very manipulative, a high manipulator. And I think spirit wants you to focus on yourself, on healing yourself. I feel like spirit wants you to know that you're worth it. And in order to heal up some of the damage that's been done to your psyche, to your sense of self, to your self-image, to your self-confidence, you are going to have to do some self-love. You're going to have to be good to yourself. You're going to need to find your own value, and not let other people place value on you. This is about learning your boundaries. It's not okay for anyone to walk on you. People who love you do not use you and throw you away. That is not love. Period. Period. You deserve more than this. And I need for you to really take that in, because I feel like this person who is watching you online, they may reach out to you. They may be reaching out to you. You may be sort of no contact. I feel like this group here is kind of gray. Like some of you are no contact, some of you are gray area or have been no contact, or you're divorced, or you're an ex, or you're so long distance. This is kind of a different group. It has different kinds of energy here. I think ultimately your clarity, your turning point, your breakthrough is going to come through self-love. Because this person hasn't learned anything from losing you. Do not listen to Auntie Amy, okay? Do not make yourself available to this person. Do not make yourself available to this person. Hold your boundaries. Listen, they don't really want, if they come back in as a friend, they really don't want a romantic relationship with you. And if they act like they do, they're lying. Okay? And if this is long distance, super long distance, and you know, maybe you guys do talk, you're like a couple, but it's super long distance, which is weird that it's coming up in no contact. But I feel like for some of you, you're on the edge of maybe breaking up and maybe going no contact. And that's probably why this energy is here. I feel like you need to do some soul searching about what's important. And I feel like, honestly, the reason this is coming up is because Spirit wants you to know that this person really loves you. There's real love here. And this is really about you learning how to express yourself. In order for you to get your needs fulfilled, you have to learn to express yourself. You don't throw someone away that you love. You don't go no contact because you're afraid to speak your needs. Just because you speak different love languages doesn't mean you can't get your needs met. It just means that you have to speak up. And I feel like that's really hard for you. Okay, so just take what resonates here. There's a lot of different energy in this group. Okay. The Knight of Needles, which is the Knight of Swords, which is an aggressive knight. Okay. They can be fast moving, could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Also is a devil card. The devil card in the Nightmare Before Christmas, of course, is Oogie Boogie. But, this is literally the devil, right? So let's keep going here. I'm going to get some more tarot for you guys. Tell me more. This is desire. I'm feeling desire. Okay, we have the Eight of Presents in reverse. We have death in reverse. Okay. Okay, so I feel like, first of all, for those of you who have an ex who cheated on you, who may be stalking you on social media, that kind of thing, who may be trying to come back in as a friend, whatnot, they have not changed. They are not going to change. They're the same little devil they were before. They're going to hurt you. You are not taking a chance on love. You are not believing in love. That's not what this is. And I really need you to spend some time with yourself and ask yourself some deep questions like, why are you attracted to this person? Is it because you're scared to be alone? Why do you want to be with this person? What did they bring to the table? What did they give you that feels so good? Think about how they make you feel. Does this person get aggressive with you? Think about that. There's just some need to reflect on the truth of the relationship and not your idea of this relationship. Okay? Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to touch the mic here. Now, if you are in a relationship and you're thinking about breaking up or going no contact, I feel like you're refusing to speak up. You're refusing to communicate your needs here. And there's a reason why. It's almost like you're afraid to speak your mind. It's easier just to not it's easier to just break up and not have to put yourself out there. That's what it is. There's a fear of vulnerability here, group 2. If you are with someone you're thinking of breaking up and going no contact, don't ghost them. Don't run away. Don't be the runner, okay? If you want to have real relationships with people, you have to be real. And if you need more than what they're giving, you need to tell them, because I feel like there's real love in this relationship where you're thinking about, I don't want to use the word chickening out, but that's what I'm getting. Don't chicken out. Okay? If you ask for true love and this showed up and you love this person, but your problem is you're long distance and you're not getting the emotional things you need, and you feel like you've tried and whatever, maybe the problem is you're not communicating your needs effectively to your partner and you need to speak up instead of shutting them out. Maybe you need to contemplate how to communicate better. Okay? All right. let's get your letters and your charms. Hey, group two, these are going to be your letters and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a name, a screen name, a word that has meaning. Just take what resonates here. I'm going to read off your letters. We have AFIZJL, YQM, FR, ZEB, TR, MANCILDNJPTKO. All right, let's look at your charms here. We have the zombie. Yeah, I feel the depression here. Sometimes when we feel down, sometimes we feel like it's our relationships, right? We feel like it's something outside ourselves because we're trying to fix it. We're trying to fix our depression. Sometimes you're just down. Listen, in our society, I think we tell people that it's wrong to be depressed, it's wrong to be down, like you shouldn't be sad. Sometimes you're just sad, and it's okay to be sad. It doesn't mean your relationships are wrong or there's something wrong with your relationships or wrong with you. It's human nature to be sad. And sadness around the holidays is completely normal for a lot of people. The sun is different, nature's different, the trees are dying, they're hibernating and all that stuff. And, we don't often talk about that, and we need to talk about it more. Seasonal depression is a real thing, so be kind to yourself. Those of you guys who feel depressed, you could be going through that. And so give yourself some grace. I would say if you're feeling like you're going through a depression, try not to make any big decisions, sit on your decisions. Don't go break up with someone during a big depression because it could be your depression talking. I'm not trying to devalue how you feel. I'm just saying that making big choices. I have struggled. Listen, first of all, I want to say I have struggled with depression for most of my life because as a child, I had a doctor tell me this. As a child, most of the really good chemicals I had burned up in my brain because of trauma and things like that. So I struggle with depression. I have most of my life. So I understand this. And because I have grown to understand my cycles of depression, I try not to make any big decisions during a cycle of depression. Okay. I just tell myself, I'm depressed. It doesn't feel good. I feel awful. I feel crappy and I want to fix it. And sometimes in the past, I wanted to fix things by changing relationships, changing the outside. And now I understand that it's an internal process. And in order for me to kind of get my brain chemistry, get my life where I need it to be, there may be some things that I need to think about, that I need to contemplate. Sometimes I just need rest. Sometimes I just need some fun. Sometimes I just need to be sad. I need to cry and I need to grieve, whatever it is, and come out of it. Everyone's different, but I just encourage you to give yourself space if you're feeling depressed and to not make any big decisions. I feel like you may feel like a zombie. You may feel like you just, all the life's been drained from you. And just don't allow your no contact situations, whatever they are, to kind of take over your depression. Okay. Understand that depression is an internal process. It's a chemical process, and you need to be kind to yourself. Okay. I want to emphasize for you to take care of yourself. Self-care is so important. Get up. The one thing that I have taught myself to do is that when I get really depressed, I allow myself to have a couple of days where I'm in my pajamas. I do the depression thing, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Like I eat the ice cream, whatever. And then on the third day, I get my ass up. I take care of myself. I do some laundry. I do what I can to function that day. And I start feeling some better. And I function a little more each day. Okay. So that's what I mean by giving yourself grace. You don't have to get up the next day and clean your whole house, but get up and start functioning. But give yourself time to feel the emotion. We're so busy in our lives moving through emotions that we never really sit down and feel them. And they're important. Emotions are the language of the soul. And there's a reason you're sad. And sometimes some of us have sadness that will last a lifetime. It will come and go because of trauma. And no matter how many different kinds of medication and therapies we get, we always will have a touch of that. and if we can just accept that, hey, that's part of our being, that's part of who we are, and learn ways to cope. For me, and hey, not a professional. If you need professional help, please go seek it. That's what they're for. Um, but if you can find ways to cope with it through whatever means, professionals and things like that, you can live a very happy and fulfilling life while still acknowledging your sadness and depression. I also have phone numbers down in my description box for people who need someone to talk to. I highly encourage you to do that as well. I just know that sometimes depression can make us very destructive because we want to feel better. Because I tell you, if you've never had to sit with depressive feelings, like serious levels of depressive feelings, the pain that causes, it's indescribable because you can't escape it. It's very difficult. So I feel like I just want to encourage you, Group 2, to be gentle with yourself right now, okay? All right, Group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you want to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you, beautiful, magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, Group 3, all of you that were drawn to Holly Jolly Cafe. This is going to be your reading all about your no contact Christmas or your no contact holiday. You could be the no contactor, the no contactee. Just take what resonates here. This is a general reading, and I'll be getting letters and charms at the end of the session. So, yeah, let's get into it and see what's going on. We have Frost 10. Ice cold melting in time, a frozen glance at what lies behind, what lies ahead, what lies within, and the chilling frost of thy undead. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. We have Sacred Fool. Boop. These cards have a little nudity on them, so yeah. Okay, we have Harvest Moon, Abundance, Planning, Preparation. Divine Timing is at work. Have patience. We have Blocked Throat Chakra, Lies and Deceit. Yeah. There was lying here with this no contact. You will meet your soulmate when the time is right. Child wounded, light attributes, awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning paths of forgiveness. Shadow attributes, blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. Trickster, light attributes, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Shadow attributes, manipulating others through duplicity. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Time, courage. Why do I not like this person? We have 5th house, creativity. We have shielding, protecting, grounding. Okay. I don't like this motherfucker. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, I feel like it took courage for you to get away from this person. I feel like this is an ex, a partner. This could also be family. So we're running the gamut here of different people. But definitely feels like there were lies, deceit, betrayal here. Tough situation. And it took courage for you to step back and go no contact. Okay, there could be trauma involved here. And it's almost like you had to pick the right time, and there was a lot of thought put into it. You may have had to plan when you went no contact. Okay, this was someone who was unpredictable. There may have been alcoholism or some kind of substance abuse or something like that. They may have been lying about money, where the money was going, what they were doing with money. And I feel like they never had good intentions. This is somebody who has a lot of drama. This could be someone who also was a gossip in your family. I'm picking up on different energies for group three. I've picked up on different energies for each group, but this one's a little bit more like really different, like a couple of energies here. Either way this goes, it took you courage to walk away, okay? And for some of you, I resonate with this. You had to walk away from a group of people, probably family. That takes balls. That flat out takes balls. It's not easy. Child wounded. That means that you're walking away from a soul group because of trauma or abuse. Okay, neglect. There may have been favoritism. You may have been like the scapegoat child of the family. You may have been the person that was always heavily criticized, emotionally neglected. I feel like there's just a lot of drama in this soul group, and you have had to learn how to protect yourself, okay? And I think with the Sacred Fool, abundance, have patience, I think you have kind of a rebellious spirit almost. You've had to have one in order to kind of blaze your own trail. You had to completely let go of a situation, of a soul group. I keep hearing soul group because this is Holly Jolly Cafe. It's a group situation. You had to completely let go of like this family, this group of people in order for you to walk fully into who you really are, because they could never accept it. Because a lot of you, not all of you, but a lot of you had to call them on their bullshit. You had to call them out on their abuse, their neglect, their bigotry, their racism, their nastiness. A lot of this can stem from like alcohol. Again, I'm getting alcoholism, substance abuse as well. We could have methamphetamine here. I'm getting particular drugs and addictions, and I don't really want to get into that. But and Spirit's coming forward at this time to let you know that your tough cycle, your struggle is coming to an end. Okay, I know this has been hard. I understand how hard this is because, and I've said this before in another reading, and I hate to say this to people because the yoke of this is so heavy. It is such a huge mantle to wear in your life, but you are a generational curse breaker. You are the one that breaks the patterns. And I know other readers say this, and it's very much like, you're the generational curse breakers. You're the, I'm not throwing it around like that. I understand because I did it. I'm doing it. It is the toughest work. It is so brutal. It is heartbreaking, gut-wrenching work. It will turn you inside out. You will never feel more alone than when you are a generational curse breaker. A lot of you will have like health issues. You'll have money issues. You will face every fear you have ever had doing this work because the universe is helping you become this very strong individual energy. You're almost becoming, and I know this is the word they're giving me, okay? Like a superhero. You're becoming like this person who helps other people with their own generational patterns. And people see you and they see hope. They see that they can do that too. That they don't have to repeat the toxicity. They don't have to be toxic with other people anymore. And they don't have to accept toxicity anymore. It can be a lonely road. But what I'm getting for you at this holiday time is for you not to think about this as you being alone. Maybe you're going to be alone on Christmas. You're going to be alone on Christmas Eve. You're going to be alone during the solstice and New Year's and all that stuff. And, that can really psychologically get to you when everybody else is playing happy family time. Everybody's happy family, joy, 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 happy, happy. And you're like, I'm not joy, joy, happy, happy. Instead of thinking about it as you being alone, think about it as, shift your perspective to you have peace. This may be your first holiday or your first couple of holidays where you have peace. You're no longer going to have to fight or hear the gossip or deal with drama or buy all the presents for people who don't care about you or pick you apart for who you are or your lifestyle or your choices or your beliefs. You don't have to argue about politics or hear someone talk about drinking and people lying about their past bad behavior or justify or don't remember the abuse they caused. All these family members have amnesia about the abuse that happened, and we're all going to sit around the table and act like it never happened. You don't have to deal with that bullshit anymore because you've cut it out of your life. So now you're having holidays that are peaceful. For those of us who have had a life where we've dealt with trauma, and you've probably lived in a hypervigilant state for a lot of your life. And so I've raised kids in a hypervigilant state, and it made my kids have a lot of anxiety. I'm not real proud of that. That doesn't make me happy, but it's true. But when you live in a state of hypervigilance all the time, when you get into a state of peace, it feels like loneliness. It feels like stagnation. It feels wrong because you don't know how to deal with peace. You don't know how to deal with quiet and stillness. It's not stagnation, it's stillness. It's that peace that, remember when you wanted to have peace? I just want to be left alone. I just want peace. I just want people to stop fucking lying to me. I just want peace when I tell people about my abuse and they tell me that couldn't have happened. I don't believe you. Literally, when people say to you that shit. Remember when you said, you know what, I just wish someone would believe me. I wish someone would give me some peace. Well, the universe is giving you peace. You're not alone. You're not alone. There's a whole generation of us who are receiving our peace this holiday season. Enjoy it. Connect with it. Connect with the peace of your season. Connect with the lack of fighting and family bullshit. Okay? It's a gift. It's a gift from the universe. Okay, we have the Krampus has your name. Better shape up or you'll get coal or worse, taken for a demonic ride. That feels like karma for the no contact, the people you walked away from. Fake friends are pretending but are only using you for clout. That's right. They're still doing their bullshit. They're still on their same bullshit game they were playing when you were there. Nothing has changed for them, if you want to know. Nothing. Only now they talk shit about you and you're not there. They're still drinking. They're still sitting around doing the same shit, abusing each other. You are being protected by your guardian angels and ancestors. Boom. There you go. You're not alone. I'm telling you, you are not alone in this struggle. You have ancestors around you. Reach out to them. Ask them for help. Ask them to help you get through this time. Ask them to help you connect with the peace, the stillness, the comfort of peace. If you haven't had a lot of peace and stillness, you may not understand how to get comfort from it. Some of us only get comfort from the drama because we've been around it. We don't know how to be in anything else. And I know for me personally, because of my illness, and I was in bed for like 6 years. I was bedbound pretty much like 80 to 90% of the time. I lived in darkness because I got sick when I went in the sun. So the darkness, literal darkness, became very comforting to me. Small, like being in my room, being in darkness. And I find that there are times when I feel like lonely that I crawl into that darkness. And I've had to learn how to pull myself out into the light and learn new ways of coping with stillness and peace. And now I connect with it in powerful ways and I welcome it. And instead of fighting it, I receive it. Instead of trying to understand what peace is and stillness is, I just allow it to flow. And observe it. observe it flow into my life without questioning it and trying to understand it so much. Black Widow, beautifully wrapped present laced with death. For those of you who have a feminine energy that has been a big part of this problem, she has not changed. And for some of you, she is still gunning for you. She is talking shit about you. She is wiping the floor with your name. Their family gathering that's going on, you will be talked about. They haven't forgot about you. You may think they have because you haven't heard from them, but they are talking about you. And some of you guys, just so you know, yeah, if you're wondering if you were cut out of the will, you were. Okay? Disowned. Like you fucking care. You don't care. When you walked away from all of this. You don't give a shit. Drinking with milk, but getting wild and doing reckless shit. There you go. That is what's going on. You listen. Some of you guys may be thinking what of your family. Like you may be going through old pictures, or you may be Googling them online, like Googling their names and stuff like that, trying to figure out, what's going on with them, and thinking about, what it would be like to talk to them and things like that. Nothing has changed. So don't go there. Hold your boundaries. I know it's hard at the holidays because there's this crazy expectation by society that we are some happy, joy family situation because it's fucking Christmas or whatever. But that expectation is unrealistic when you come from trauma and abuse. And they don't really write a book for this. You have to handle it in the best way you can. And I really encourage you to look at this situation as one that is peaceful and calm and stillness, full of stillness. And think about what you can do in this time. Take some long bubble baths or some showers. Think about next year and the things you want to do. Think about where you want to be in the holidays next year. Do you want to go on a trip? Maybe instead of being home next year, maybe you travel. Maybe your holidays become about you seeing the world. Maybe you shift your perspective. I just know that the expectations of society are hard to fulfill for many of us when it comes to the holidays. And this family's expectations have not changed. And if you went back, you would be 100 times miserable, and you would so not like yourself for going back. You would never forgive yourself. So don't even if you are tempted, do not even put your toe in the water, okay? Because you're going to unwrap a present of this bitch right here. Oh yeah, you can come back, but within about 30 minutes, she's going to start in. And you're going to be right back to square one. Okay, so you don't want this. All right, stand your ground. You're doing a great job. Okay, all right, let's get some letters and charms for you. Okay, group 3, these are going to be your letters and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a letter, a word, a screen name, something meaningful. Just take what resonates. So I'm going to read off your letters. We have KADJCUYZ, Okay, so we have the vampire tea, so still parasite. Okay, still creepy with that spider there. We have the Christmas tree here, and the devil. Okay, okay, this is alarming what I'm getting, but I'm going to put it out there. All right, so trigger warning. For those of you that you have been abused by somebody, they're still doing it. Okay, they're still doing it. It hasn't changed. And I'm sorry. But you are in an impossible situation, some of you, and there's nothing you can do about it right now. But you not being around sends a huge message to your family. People don't just go no contact for no damn reason, okay? And there are some people in your family who are like, that person just walked the fuck away. There's something going on there. There's something more to that story. Okay, that's how the truth is born. That's how truth comes out when people are like, you know what? Something just isn't right there. Okay, and I feel like there's like the haunted house here, and I feel like it's almost like the person who abused you. It's almost like or mistreated you. Maybe it's this feminine energy here. It's almost like they're haunted by you. I'm seeing someone sitting at a kitchen table like late at night, and it's almost like they can hear you talking, or they think they hear you talking. They may be becoming a little delusional, or there may be some mental health issues, but they hear you talking, like they're haunted by you. They're haunted by your laughter. I think they miss the way I feel like you have a really good personality. And I think you made people laugh, you made people happy. You may not realize that, but you did. And they miss that about you. But you're very wise to do what you've done. And I think it was really positive for you. Because the lies and deceit continue, and you are fixing to enter a really positive time of your life. You're leaving behind this old cycle and moving into something very new. Something, we have the pumpkin here, something that there's going to be a harvest. You're going to be harvesting some opportunities, because I feel like your frequency with these musical notes, there's a frequency change here. For some of you guys, you're bringing in an important soulmate, you're bringing in a twin flame, or maybe you've already met them, okay? But I feel like for some of you, there may be like a moving in or a marriage or a coming together of you and a soulmate, important soulmate. I don't like the twin flame label, but that's what we got, so that's what we're going to go with. But there's definitely a coming together for you as someone very important in your life who's going to make you very happy. They're going to support you, and they're going to understand some of your idiosyncrasies that happen when you've been traumatized. Sometimes we have some different kinds of things that we do. Like I have a thing about my door. Like you can't just barge in my door. It totally triggers me. We all have different things that are like that when we have trauma, and you may have some things like that, and this person is going to be really good with those things. They're going to be really good with you and understanding you. If you've met this person, then you know. If you haven't met this person, I'm looking into the next 6 to 9 months, maybe year of them coming in. And I feel like they won't rush you. They'll be very patient. They'll let you kind of control how quick the relationship goes. And if you just want to be friends, they'll be cool with that. We have the butterfly here. I feel like there's a major transformation that's going to be flowing for you. And this no contact situation, I just want to repeat that. And I'm so proud of you for what you've done. I don't, no one ever tells people who go no contact, hey, I'm so proud of you. This was really hard. I know how hard this is. And I'm really, really proud of you. And I just encourage you to hold your boundaries, okay? And try to enjoy the season from a new perspective, one of peace and calm, stability, and give yourself some grace, all right? Okay, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. If you want to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.